I haven't gone live in 2 years on my personal Facebook page. That's because I don't have time to. I am doing live streaming into my private group with my clients to support them. But I saw a post today on social media that was just so exhausting to read. I know so many people are struggling with it that I'm going to come here and talk about it for a second because I know how many people I'm going to help. This post was about struggling financially, and we are not stuck. People struggle financially because they are playing the victim. They are playing small in their own lives and not doing what they need to do to invest to get the right results. But we have to take a step back. If we're struggling financially, we're struggling in every area of our life because how we do one thing is how we do everything. So we are struggling with our lifestyle. This is why we got to be raw vegan to be disciplined with our diet and lifestyle to create excellence from within. If we're eating cooked food, we're going to be playing at a very low vibration, making everything else harder for ourselves. Eating raw food and a raw vegan diet is just a very simple exercise to raise our vibration, raise our excellence, raise our results. And if you think it's okay to have a little bit of cooked food, if you think it's okay to play in that realm, then how are you going to expect to excel in other realms? That's just the bottom line. In today's world, we have a lot of competition. We've got a lot of stress. We've got a lot of struggle. We've got a lot of things bombarding us. How are you going to have the edge to be exceptional in your life if you don't give your body the edge to be exceptional from within? Now, people talk about how they're working a job that doesn't pay the bills and everything's expensive and you can't get a good job. It's not about getting a good job. It's about providing immense value for people. The reason I can't come on live streams on Facebook is because I am providing immense value for people. I don't have time to come and do free Facebook lives for people. And this is because when we try to trade our time for money, we are in a terrible system that works against us. But when we provide value for others, we create a system that works for them and works for us, creating a win-win situation. So I have a coaching business. I've been a coach for many, many years, and now my coaching business is absolutely rocking it. And for anybody who has any concept of wanting to get out of financial struggle, I'm going to tell you, creating a digital course, taking the thoughts in your head and putting it into a digital product or a digital service is the way we use the internet to create incredible wealth. Everybody has access to incredible wealth with the internet at their fingertips today. And if we hem and haw and complain and say, I don't know how to do it, that's because we are just literally playing the victim. We find a coach and we invest in the strategies to build a system that works to create wealth for us and service for others. That's how we do it. If you've never hired a coach, then you have no idea the value that's waiting for you. That's how I did it. 6 years ago now, I hired a coach to teach me how to build a system of creating a service for others. I wanted to help people learn how to eat raw vegan and do juice fasting and cleansing their body. And I didn't know how to do that. I hired a marketing coach to teach me how to put myself out there online and create a little system. I got a little website together, an all-in-one platform where I could collect recurring payments for my membership and have an email list and put out content and have a checkout page. And today I'm making close to $500,000 a year. I just made $50,000 in the last 30 days. I generally create $30,000 to $50,000 a month, and I'm only 3 years into this business. I hired my coach for 6 years ago. I studied for 3 years. I launched my program, and in 3 years, I've built it to $500,000. I'm going to get to 7 figures. And I hear people complaining that they are working for $15 an hour jobs. This is because you're playing a victim. You got to take the thoughts in your head. You got to take the things you think about, the things that matter to you, and you've got to share it with other people. And you got to create a little system of how to provide value for other people. The world is changing fast, and the world is going to continue to change so freaking fast right out from under our feet. People are going to get left behind. People are going to bite the dust. People who do not adopt service-based industry thinking. People who are left in brick and mortar thinking, industrial age thinking, old school thinking, letting somebody else take the burden for you, working a job, trading your time for money. All of this is doomed. AI is going to take all those low level jobs anyway. If you're working for $15, $20, or even $30 an hour, all of that's going to get replaced. Take the thoughts in your head, take what you're passionate about, take what matters most to you, and put it into a little system that generates some income for you. You can scale that. If you can make $1, you can make $10,000. The proof is in the concept that if you can produce $1 of profit, you can produce at infinite amounts because you just scale it. Whatever you did, you do more of. This is what I learned how to do. Also, I'm a raw vegan of 6 years. I do not take shit lying down. I take my health, my discipline, my daily structure, how I show up for myself and the world very, very seriously. Professionals do what they need to do, whether they feel like it or not. Amateurs are showing up saying, oh, I'm going to do what I feel like doing. Oh, I don't feel like doing that. Well, you're going to get amateur results if you act like that. If you want to get paid, if you want to be a professional, if you want to have exceptional results in life, you got to be a professional. You got to be inspiring. You want to inspire people, be fucking inspiring yourself and live an inspiring life. That's how you do it. I produce one long form piece of content every week, which is my YouTube video. I have it on my schedule and I show up and I do that YouTube video whether I feel like it or not. And I do it every single week. And then I have a video editor cut it up into short form content and post it around on Instagram and YouTube. This gets eyes on my thing, and I have a free video course. I put people, give free value to people. Free. Everything I know, I give for free in my free video course. The step-by-step of how you go raw vegan. And then people learn about how to go raw vegan, and they're like, oh, but I need help. And then I offer my community for almost no money. My community is a very, very, very cheap, affordable recurring payment program, Raw Vegan Heroes. I've been running this for 3 years. It makes about $500,000 a year. This week I released a video called How to Fix Bad Breath Permanently. Steps for Sexy, Attractive Breath. And this goes beyond just fixing bad breath. Sexy and attractive people are raw vegans. If you want to be highly impactful, sexy, attractive to employers, to people on social media, if you want to be an attractive person who gets paid for being who you are and the ideas in your head, you have to have impeccable gut health, impeccable discipline with your diet and lifestyle. Also, if we are eating animal products, unfortunately, animal products create a lot of bioaccumulation and waste in the body, and that ain't no way to do it. And even though the mainstream talks about it and says you got to do that, it's the wrong path. If you really want to make a difference for the animals, the earth, the planet, for others, for yourself, you got to go vegan, you got to go high raw plant-based. That's what I teach. So that's the bottom line. And there's no way out of this. If you don't do what is required of you, if you don't do the hard work, your life's going to be really freaking hard. You do the hard work now and your life becomes easy. Look at me. I front load my hard work. I go to the gym every day. I'm disciplined. I'm a raw vegan. I show up and I do my YouTube video long form content every week. I do my live stream into my Raw Vegan Heroes group every week, whether I feel like it or not. Okay, yeah, that's hard work, but I work about 12 hours a week. Okay, and I make $500,000 a year. And then I front load that discipline and that hard work because then my life is easy the rest of the time. But if you think, oh, I want my life to be easy today, I want to eat that rice and potatoes and cooked food, and I want to eat that burger, and I don't want to go to work, and I don't want to do this. If you try to make your life easy, it makes your life so freaking hard. So this was my public service announcement, just talking about the things I know. As a leader, someone who is not struggling with money, I've been self-employed for the last 15 years straight, consecutively. Prior to that, off and on since I was 24. I have an entrepreneurial mindset. I have an entrepreneurial drive. I refuse to work for somebody else and let them take care of me. I refuse to play the victim in my life and let somebody else be, more successful and feel bad about it. I will only look at other people's success as what's possible for me. That's how I look at it. So somebody's making $10 million a year. Freaking cool. That means it's possible. And the same goes for me. The amount of money I make, it's possible. And this message today is to let you know, all of you playing small, playing victim, not being in action, refusing to do what you need to do because you don't feel like it and playing the amateur card, that is a choice. It's a stance. It's a status that sucks. It holds you back. It's ridiculous. Don't do it anymore. It doesn't serve you. Start with being raw vegan. Watch my new YouTube video that I released today, How to Fix Bad Breath Permanently, Steps for Sexy, Attractive Breath, because what I talk about in that video is also the steps for being a badass in your life, the steps for being sexy and attractive to everyone, steps for being sexy and attractive to money, sexy and attractive to high-level leadership, and being the person you want to be. That's what it takes, everybody. I know people are on. I haven't said hi to anybody because I am just popping on for my thoughts, sharing my thoughts. I see people posting low vibrational struggle victim mentality. Of course, on social media, we get a lot of that, don't we? But sometimes you got to pop out of the woodwork and just say, you know what? That's victim mentality. And there are so many victims in the world, and you get to choose. Are you going to be a victim of your circumstances? Or are you going to step up and you're going to be a leader? Invest in yourself. Hire a coach like I did. Don't take it lying down. Get over yourself. Get out of your own way. Invest in what's necessary. Do the steps to get the results. Invest the money to have a business. Don't play small. You will only continue to create struggle and strife for yourself and your loved ones. This is not a time to play small anymore, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Nobody ever handed me a single dollar in my life. My family has no money. I've never been lucky. I've never won a lottery ticket or anything in my life. Every time I try to start a business, the universe comes in and knocks me off track, and it's twice as hard. I've never gotten a break in my life. Nothing I have is because I've gotten lucky or because things are easy. I've only been determined. I've only been committed out of my mind to not being a victim in my life. And that's the bottom line. I am not a victim, and neither are you unless you choose to be. All right? Hope that's helpful. We got some people on. Oh, Bree is on, and Sammy, and Tammy, all people who I admire and appreciate.